Hello YouTube! So it's the end of the year and it is a great time to review everything that I did throughout this year and go over it, remember all the good times, everything that I did, and talk about it here on my YouTube channel. I did this last year in a video called 2017 A Year in 12 and I loved it so much and getting to reflect on everything that I did the same thing this year. I kept a list on my phone, 2018 A Year in 12, talking about all the things that I did this year. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description at tss6295. Now let's get into the video. The first thing that I want to say before even getting into my one thing for each month that made this year memorable, the big thing that I'm really proud of myself for this year is how much content I've put up on my YouTube channel. I've been making YouTube videos for over 8 years. It's going to be 9 years in February 2019, which is insane to think about. But I've just made so much content for my channel this year and I'm really proud of everything that I've created, and I've gained more subscribers. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, so for me it just makes me very happy and proud of all the work that I've done, and thanking you guys as well for people who've been watching for years and people who are new. Anybody who's just been watching my channel, thank you so much for supporting and watching and commenting, all that good stuff. It's just really nice to know that this little outlet and this little corner of the internet that I have for myself, people are like listening and wanting to hear more about what I have to say and actually watching it and supporting the content that I make. So thank you first for a great year of videos and things like that. Alright, now let's get started with this list of 12 things that made 2018 memorable. January, the Phantom of the Opera 30th anniversary. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that in 2015 I got the opportunity to travel with the head of my program at the University of Utah, Denny Berry, to Oberhausen, Germany, where she was staging a new production of Phantom of the Opera. Now jump forward to this year, 2018, Phantom of the Opera is celebrating their 30th anniversary, and Denny invites me to come with her to the 30th anniversary performance. This was something that was so insanely awesome to me. Phantom is a show I would love to be in because it's so iconic. It's the longest running Broadway musical. So to get to be in the theater celebrating the 30th anniversary with Andrew Lloyd Webber sitting like across the aisle from me and sitting in the area of the audience with original cast members. I was sitting behind Sierra Boggess and Norm Lewis, like getting to be in this room with all of these amazing people and then go to the party afterwards and like talk to all these people who worked on the show for years or are brand new to the production or like all the star power. It was just like one of the craziest nights I think I've ever had. February, going back to Salt Lake City to visit Sean. This was such a nice trip for me to go and visit Sean in February of this year because we were long distance at that point. I just missed him a lot. We hadn't seen each other since he came to visit me in Peterborough before that. And it was this nice trip we were planning. We were going to celebrate our anniversary and Valentine's Day. And it was such a nice trip. He surprised me with a trip up to a cabin in Utah, which was so nice. We got to go snowmobiling. I just really loved it, and it was such a great way to get a break from New York, and going to go visit Sean was like a really nice way to get out of the city. Also, I surprised Sean and got there a day early, and I'm usually not good at surprising Sean because I just want to like tell him all the things that I'm gonna do to surprise him. So I didn't ruin it that time, and I got there a day early and he just didn't expect me to be there, and it was so nice to do that and visit him, and I loved it. March, having pharyngitis. Now this is something I didn't talk about a lot on my YouTube channel while it was happening because it kind of happened over the course of like 5-6 months, because I got sick Thanksgiving last year. It was like a bad chest cold and I was like, I'm just gonna deal with this, let it go through. Then it got worse and then better and worse, like how colds do. Right before I went to go visit Sean, I got the flu. When I was visiting Sean, it was a nice trip, but I was also like not feeling well the entire time, so it kind of ruined that part of it. And then in March, it was diagnosed as pharyngitis, which people are like, you mean laryngitis? No, pharyngitis. Like my whole pharynx was bright red. Anytime I swallowed, it felt like I was swallowing knives. It was awful, and like this is not a good thing to remember about 2018, and especially about like a whole month. And then once I got better and wasn't sick anymore, it just made me like very thankful that I went through all of that, because now I'm like, I'm gonna pay attention more to the signals that are going on with my body. April, the From B concert. So one of the pretty cool things that I got to do this year was work with Brian Loudermilk. Brian Loudermilk was coming up with this new project called From B, where he wanted to collaborate with a lot of YouTubers and music people and make new music and create new music for the entirety of 2018. And then in April, he held a concert, and I was so excited to go to this concert because I was like, I'm gonna get to watch people I love watching on YouTube sing live in front of me and sing musical theater stuff in front of me. Being in a room of people I didn't really know who were also in the world of musical theater, who also really love Kerrigan and Loudermilk's music, it was just like a really empowering night. I left that night, that concert, just feeling so good about like musical theater and like singing and all this kind of stuff. May, the Jewish King Lear. The Jewish King Lear was my first show in New York City, which was very, very cool. And it was also very cool because I got to perform it at Metropolitan Playhouse where I interned in high school. I was really excited when I went in for this audition because I was like, this theater knows me as the person who worked there when they were 18, making posters, doing stuff for their website, building sets, painting sets. Now I was like, I'm gonna come into this room as an actor and like present what I can do as an actor. And when I got the call that I got cast, I was just so happy about it because I was like, one, I'm doing a show in New York. Two, I'm working at a theater that I really, really like. This theater is just such like a small, warm, inviting environment, and I love the artistic director, Alex, and it was just a fun experience also because it was a show about Jewish people and it was an interpretation of Jewish King Lear. So there's a lot of stuff I learned about it, about my own culture. I got to sing in Yiddish in it. Also, the actors who were in it were just incredible, so it was cool just to watch them on stage every night. For June, I have 3 things: the This Star Won't Go Out Gala, the MP3 Experiment, and Combo and a Cocktail. I'm gonna start with This Star Won't Go Out's gala because that was the first thing that happened in June. I was so honored when L'Oreal reached out to me to be a part of the gala because it was people I'd just been talking to on the internet for years who wanted me to be involved in their organization because I love them so much and make videos for them every year. It was just great to be there with them at their gala, hearing the stories from people who work with them all the time and meeting people who work with the organization every single day and learning even more about it. I also got to meet April Demsko, who's been watching my videos for years, so I don't know if she'll see this, I hope so. Hi April. It was so nice getting to meet April because like she's watched my whole life from like whenever she started watching my videos when I was like 16, 17 years old. So that was just really cool because I don't meet a lot of people who vlog or know me from vlogging ever. The MP3 Experiment was something that I had heard about a lot and then was finally very, very excited that I could actually do. The MP3 Experiment is a project with Improv Everywhere where you go to a location, they tell you what it is, and then you put in headphones and listen to what these people are telling you over the instructions. You have an app that you're following and listening to all of this, and you're just with a group of people doing this. And lastly from June, Combo and a Cocktail. I didn't really talk about this at all on my YouTube channel either because I kind of wanted to save it for this video to talk about it. Combo and a Cocktail is a dance class that I started taking this summer. My friend Joey Dipple created it as a kind of a way to work on choreography and like creating choreography and setting it on different people, and then they kind of revamped it this year and we're like, you know what, we're gonna have it be a class where we bring in different teachers from Broadway Dance Center, from the Broadway community, from all over the city, have them teach a class for an hour and a half, and then for a half hour afterwards get it filmed by people who are like dancers and stuff like that, but also who do film work, and then after class go get a drink. So for me, it was a cheaper dance class than some of the dance studios that are here in the city. You got free, really nice filmed dance footage, and then you got to have a drink afterwards. And I just felt so much more confident dancing in this class because I was like, it's such a chill environment. Sometimes dance classes can feel like auditions, and these just don't. Even though there's filming at the end of it, I'm just like, great, I'm putting myself on camera. I need to watch myself on video more, see what I need to improve, see what I'm doing well. It always, for me in my head, I was like, I'm taking this dance class and it's gonna improve a lot of things for me and like how I dance, how I look at myself while I'm dancing, not being so judgmental about things. The teachers were great, so it was some of my favorite teachers from around the city. I got to take classes with teachers that I've been wanting to take class with for a while, so that was a really cool part of it as well. For July, I have 2 things, which is the Bucket Challenge and Pop Tap. So if you watch my videos at all throughout the month of July, you know I did the Bucket Challenge. My friend Sarah's idea of having a little bucket of things that you do and you pick something new out every day of like new things you've been wanting to do, things you need to get done, all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to challenge myself even further and have that be 30 days of vlogging every day, every single day, while also doing the Bucket Challenge, which was a New Year's resolution of mine to vlog for a full month. So I was happy I got to do it. The Bucket Challenge was very tough. I had started working a second job at the same time as starting this Bucket Challenge, so I was like always exhausted, and then also trying to do new things and figure out the money and the scheduling for it. But I got to do like aerial yoga classes, which I always wanted to do, and I'm including Pop Tap in July. Even though I did it throughout the entire year, I just feel like July was a good month for Pop Tap. Pop Tap is a class led by Beth Nicely, who was in the cast of Chicago, Chicago on Broadway currently. She's just like absolutely amazing, this woman. I can't not talk about how amazing this woman is. She's teaches at Body by Simone, she's on Broadway, she's like one of the nicest people in the world, and she teaches a killer tap class. Like, you can't get any better than that. And also the class is $10 and it's with such an empowering group of women usually. There's some guys who come to it, but it's usually a group of women there. I started taking this class because of somebody I'd worked with at Peterborough Players, and then I just felt really connected to all these women because I'm like, it's people I'm auditioning with. It's people who have worked in the industry. And then after the class, you have like a great tap class. We film it, we put it on Beth's Instagram, and then she shares it with all of us. And then we get pizza and wine afterward. August, Raw Artist Queens on my birthday. So I made a video about this as well. On my birthday, I got to perform with Raw Artist Queens. I got to choreograph some dances. I did a musical theater combo / song to Running in Place from Steel Pier, and then I choreographed a contemporary dance to a song by Beach Avenue called Coming Your Way. It was a very interesting experience for me because I had no idea what I should expect from Raw Artist Queens, and then went to the day of the performance and everybody was doing like hip-hop things, and it was like an art show as well as like a modeling thing. So when I was about to go on stage that night, I'm standing behind the sets like a rap artist doing his thing on stage, and then I go on and I'm singing musical theater. So I learned a lot about like preparation and things I need to do, but also Running in Place was a song I've been wanting to sing for a very long time because it also has a huge dance break in the middle of it. So that was a lot about learning about my stamina and also choreographing again. I hadn't really choreographed in a very long time, so it's good for me to actually do it. For September, I have two things: cutting my hair and moving in with Sean. So I know this sounds kind of lame, but cutting my hair was probably one of the best things that I did this year because I've been wanting to cut my hair for a very long time. I hit a point in September I was like, you know what? I just need to cut my hair because I feel like I'm hiding behind it. And this is kind of something I felt when I cut my hair in college too. Once I chopped it all off, confidence like came back to me and I felt a lot better about myself, and I feel the exact same way right now. I'm loving the short hair. This is like the look I'm gonna be staying with for a very long time. Everybody tells me I look like Rachel Brosnahan on Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which I am not upset about at all. I can deal with that. I just feel like it gave me such a new confidence boost cutting my hair and being like, you know what, this is me, I'm not hiding, I'm going into the room with like a new refreshed look, and I got new headshots, and it just feels good. It just feels very good to like feel good about how I look. And then of course, moving in with Sean was one of the greatest things of this year because we've been together for 5 years as of the end of this month of December, which is crazy. And we've been talking about living together for a while. And the fact that our long distance stuff of like 2 years of long distance dating finally ended with us like actually living together, it was just ideal. It was just like the perfect timing for our relationship, for us to be living together, and we live in a place that we love in Brooklyn in this apartment that we really like. So it just worked out so nicely, and I'm very happy about it. October, doing eggplant Fosters at Dirt Candy. I still work at Dirt Candy. I picked up other jobs in between that to kind of cover the bases of like paying for rent and things like that. But Dirt Candy is like my solid survival job because I really like it there. The food's delicious. It's a good environment. I've done a lot of different things in my job at Dirt Candy. I started out being hired as a runner / busser, and then very quickly moved into doing expediting, went back to running and bussing, and then became like a brunch server, and then became a dinner server. At Dirt Candy, we have 2 tasting menus, a 5-course menu and a 9-course menu. At the end of the 9-course menu, you get tableside cooking service with an eggplant Foster. If you don't know what an eggplant Foster is, it's the same thing as bananas Foster, which is like bananas, caramel, and fire. We do with eggplants because that's how we do it at Dirt Candy. And in October, I just did a lot of them, and I got practice with it, and like I don't call myself a chef at all because I can make like a really solid fried rice, but that's basically it. But then like lighting stuff on fire in the middle of the restaurant was just really, really fun. November, doing TV and film background work. I didn't talk about this at all on my YouTube channel because I didn't really know how much I could talk about in regards to this stuff. But throughout the months of October, November, I got to do a lot of TV and film background stuff. The projects that I did work on aren't really airing until 2019. I got to be on set with amazing actors and watching these amazing actors do things. I just applied for a bunch of things throughout the entire year, and then for one of them just got a text that was like, hey, we would love you to come in for this. We need you to do a fitting, and then I went in for my fitting, did my day on set, and they asked me to come back again for that same project. And then I was talking to all these people on set and they were like, you need to keep applying for it because it's good solid work in between like not doing theater jobs. So I got to really experience being on like real film sets and real TV sets, which was very, very cool, and I'm excited to do a lot more of it. December, Beauty and the Beast. So of course, through the month of December, I have to talk about Beauty and the Beast. I haven't been in a show since The Jewish King Lear. I haven't been in a musical since The Producers last summer. So it's been great being back in a rehearsal room for a musical, doing dance numbers, just being hired on a theater job. Like, yes, it's so great because I've auditioned so much in 2018. Honestly, if anybody asked me how many auditions I've been on this year, I would say it's probably at like over 70 to like between 70 and 100 auditions, which is insane. And for me, finally being booked on a job, one. Two, being booked on a job where I have lines in a musical is great because I haven't had lines in a musical since I was 16 when I played the leading player in Pippin and John Adams in 1776. Let's just let that sink in there. So for me, it's a very big deal to be doing a musical and having lines and stuff to sing. It's great for me. I'm like, this is a boost to my confidence about like what I can do in an audition room and feel better about how I'm auditioning for things and be like, great, I can get cast in a regional production of Beauty and the Beast and be playing a silly girl. What else can I do from here? This cast is amazing. Oh my god, like if you are in the New York area, I'm leaving the ticket link down below. Come see Beauty and the Beast because it's great. It looks gorgeous. It's gonna be amazing. So really do come see it. So that is all I have for you guys for my 2018 year in review, year in 12 video. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite part of this year was. I'd love to hear what kinds of things you guys got up to throughout 2018. If there's anything that really stuck out to you from each month or just throughout the entire year, let me know down there. And as always, please leave in the comments down below anything else, any kind of content you want to see on my channel. I'm trying to do a lot more of getting your feedback of what you guys want to see on here. So I really would love all of that from you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching DFTVA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.